I'm back here at Clipston Quarter, probably for the last time on a night time in 2023. I've come here purely just to check to see if any female glowworms of the 8 that I found back on August the 1st are still glowing and still present. There's a chance 1 or 2 of them could possibly be, and that would indicate that there are still males around, even at this very late date. But this would be a really good late date out of all the years Dillis and I recorded glowworms here, dating back to 2008. The latest actual date for a glowing female is, if I refer to my notes at this point, is August the 18th. And that was a female that Dillis and I found at the back of the centre tree in section G on the very late date, anyway, of August the 5th. And we decided, rather than come up here night after night and trudge right up to the centre tree, which is a mile from the roadside, we'd take her home. And she remained glowing until August the 18th. And that's the latest recorded female we have here at Clipston Quarter. The weather's changed a bit. We've had some more rain, and tonight is fine. It's been dry. It's a lovely night, actually, but that temperature's dropping. So a shorter video for you all, hopefully. There'll be no going along all of the tracks and sections and it's straight up through section O, K, J, purely to get as quickly as possible up to that top path, and then we'll have a good look along there and then come down by section D. So that's the plan. Well, I've now reached the top of section J, just seen a larva just about 50 yards just down the track, but it wasn't glowing in a very accessible position to try and even attempt filming. So now it's along the top path, the darkest section of our former glowworm survey route. And will those 2 glowworms that I found along here a week ago still be here? Will there be a different one? There's only one way to find out, and that's by trolling along there and having a look. It's a good job I'm not entirely afraid of the dark. Well, nothing along the top path. Had a good check. I went further along the top path actually than I did a week ago. So I started to come down section D, and there's nothing so far. And then I saw this faint glow, and I thought, a larva. But it isn't. This is actually a female. But she's holding the abdomen away. She's in a small clump of grass. We'll see if we can illuminate her a little bit. You might not see her, but she's just tucked in at the back. You can just see her, look, just moving a little bit. I'll take that. And this one really is glowing dim, but not in the best of positions. If I look to from the right of camera, I can see her. So we'll have a look from above. And here she is. She's a couple of inches off the ground. This is a very young clump or developing plant of cocksfoot grass. She doesn't appear to be the largest of females and isn't swinging the abdomen around in the customary manner. That waving and swinging of the abdomen we found often became more pronounced the older a female was and the longer that she'd gone without being mated. But this one is not moving. I was beginning to think that they'd all gone. In fact, all of the ones that I found last week have indeed gone, or at least it seems so, that not glowing tonight, which leads me to think that there are several males and have been several males flying around the site, because if they were all going to be unmated females and they all looked pretty fresh in the end, and large. They weren't thin, sort of emaciated old females. I would have expected maybe one or two to still be present this evening, but it's just this one, and I'm going to take the light off her. You won't see a glow because she's not facing the right way. But August the 8th, we still have one female glowworm, and a female glowworm that, as far as I'm aware, wasn't here a week ago, but a week ago she's not forced to have been glowing. But at least we have one. Well, almost back at the car now. The road actually sounds quiet tonight, but beautifully clear sky. Chance of seeing a person meet you on my little bit of the walk that I've got to go back to the car. But I'm very pleased to get a female glowworm. After none of last week's 8 showed up, I was doubtful of finding another, but lo and behold, a faintly glowing female at the side of the path in section D. So it looks like now I've got to come back up in a few more days, see whether this female is still glowing and whether the 2023 glowworm season here in Nottinghamshire at least has finally finished. Home it is, and back for a pint or a cup of tea. You never know.